And surprisingly, this is 2022 and we are not seeing the surge the way it's supposed to be. It is crazy. Never been heard of that there was a crisis as big as fuel scarcity and there's no surge all through the day. Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's been a while I did a video like this, sitting in front of the camera and then talking for length. That's obviously for many reasons. Lately, I've been highly discouraged in making video because I had issues getting my driver's license. The guys in charge of issuing driver's license was frustrating me. I went to do a MOT, that was a very cool test to get one of my documents that's about to expire. I was told I failed the test because of my rear brakes were not holding. So I had a lot of issues to do with. So, when I have issues most of the time like this, staying in front of the camera to talk is very discouraging. I don't know if anybody can relate. It happens when you have a lot of pending issues to solve. You don't have that confidence to face the camera and talk. But, well, today we came out strong and I'm here to, have this video and talk about some of the expectations to expect in this ride sharing space in 2023. This is the last day of the month of November. Congratulations if you've made it this far. Congratulations. Just tomorrow, the next day tomorrow is December. So congratulations for making it this far. I'm really happy for every one of us. Thank God. Thank God we are almost seeing the next year, 2023. And I pray that God is going to take us to the next year in good health, in prosperity, in sound mind. And all of our heart desires will be brought to fulfillment and realization. So guys, stay tuned and let's head on straight to today's video without wasting time. Yes, what to expect? What is motivating this video? Lately I started observing a lot of changes when it comes to the way these ride-sharing apps are running their promotion, the way they are placing the surge is so strategic. I can see it. This is already last day of November. Just a few years ago, last year as a matter of fact, by this time it was constant surge from morning till the night, like it was expected. There was a bit of fuel scarcity. Last year there was not much fuel scarcity when compared to this year. I'm telling you that this year it is crazy to get fuel. If you are not ready to wake up in the morning as early as 5 a.m. to go look for fuel out there and quickly buy and probably start work from there or come back home and relax and do other things, you will not get fuel, my brother. If you delay and stay home till 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, all the filling stations, the queue are as full from Yaba to Ikorodu. You see the queues everywhere. So you need to leave the house early. And surprisingly, this is 2022 and we are not seeing the surge the way it's supposed to be. It is crazy. Never been heard of that there was a crisis as big as fuel scarcity and there's no surge all through the day. However, there have been some steps being made by most of these applications to cushion the effects of the no surge. They are running promotions. I saw some promotions being done by Bolt, although I don't drive a Bolt currently. I saw a promotion where you drive and stay online for like I think 10 hours and get up to 15,000 naira if you complete their minimum expectation. I think I have a screenshot. I can keep it here. I saw one of 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, different categories from both. However, the one I'm actively participating in is that of Uber. I've been actively driving with Uber. All this time I said I was trying to get my driver's license. I was trying to get my roadworthiness and I couldn't drive for the platform Uber. I was driving for the platform InDriver. They have their own ups and downs too, like their prices being fixed regardless of if you enter traffic or not. And lately, because of the fuel scarcity, there's a lot of traffic everywhere. So, me doing InDriver some couple of weeks back, I wasn't really enjoying it because from time to time I'll get stuck in traffic due to the fuel scarcity and people trying to get fuel, flooding the whole road and making it very difficult for, car owners to move around. And I'll be in that traffic and I know that my time is not being, placed into consideration while I sit in traffic, and that would really frustrate me. But all the same, I'll just, what will I do? I can't tell the person to get down on the car. I've already taken the trip. But now I can drive now on Uber. Uber is currently running some promotions that I found mouth-watering. Like they have the 5% reduced commission. They have the 2% commission. If you drive a certain number of trips, you get your percentage reduced 2%. If you drive 10 trips, you get it reduced to 5%, and then 25 trips will give it to 2%. That's a fantastic promo. Icing on the cake, they are doing a promotion that you are qualified to win as much as 9,000 naira if you drive first 9 trips you drive. Remember, Uber X, if you drive Uber X share, you won't accumulate points towards getting that bonus. This is something I'll probably talk in another video, how to meet Uber's bonus. So if you drive a certain number of trips, you get 4,005. Then they divide it. If you drive two trips after those trips, you get 1,005. But like I said, Uber X trip only. So the competition is still sprouting up. New apps are always coming out. I'm seeing new apps every now and then. I'm seeing new apps here and there. New apps are popping up left, right, and center. I hear a lot of adverts on the radio, on TV. I see billboards. Different apps are coming up in the ride sharing space. So there's going to be a lot of change in next year, and the indication is already starting from this year. Just the very last month of this year. One, the surge has dropped. However, Uber has tried to increase price in terms of the price rider pay. Bolt has done the same, and then they try to give us promotion to cushion the effect of the hardship we are currently facing in the country when it comes to fueling and the cost of things in the market, with all these promotions and all this reduction on commission. However, next year, we all know if you've been driving in the past, once we enter into January, it is very super dull. From the second, third week of January, ride sharing, just don't expect any surge. In fact, don't even expect trips. Trips will be on a low. Like, you can sit in one place for a long time. That's why a lot of drivers, what they do is that during this time of the year, even people that don't drive before, this is the only time of the year people come out to drive. But now you can't even drive because there's no fuel. So, and I'm imagining how it's going to be next year. Next year may actually be worse for ride sharing in the space for drivers. Like, getting fuel, I hope this issue is resolved. I'm trying to be optimistic here. If this issue is resolved, I will start getting fuel. Do not expect surge, which is normal from next year. So earnings will be very low. So that's why you can, if you are able to get fuel with this strategy I just told you, that you have to wake up in the morning and go queue for fuel and get fuel and then walk. If you can, give out your weekends, especially weekends, because people move a lot, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you can target those 3 days, you don't want to hustle too much, you can target those 3 days and make enough money you can make so that you can prepare for the rainy days in January. January, I'm telling you for free, it can be very slow when it comes to ride sharing. So prepare for the rainy days. You can think of other businesses you can use to support yourself during the downtime in January 2023. Trust me, it's coming. You can support yourself with other businesses. Probably like me, myself, I've been cracking my head lately. I want to do many other things that gives me life. I want to nurture life and, do a business as is life related. So I'm thinking on something to do, something I can call like a hobby. And yes, by the way, we have merchandise now on the channel. I have just this one in stock. It's a printed shirt, very nice hoodie. It's very thick, very stylish. You can see it is fine on me. So if you're gonna have it, you can comment on the comment section. Although later in future, we're going to have a structure where you can place order online for some of the driverpreneur merchandise, shirts, probably pen, probably different items. So I'll give details of how you can order this in the description box. It's a way of supporting the channel, by the way. It's nice, it's very thick, and we're almost approaching the Hamatan. And when the weather is cool, or it's sunny, you can just, use your hoodie. It's very stylish. So you can check the description. I'll leave the details on how you can reach out to me to place an order for this and get yours. It's actually very durable. It's very authentic. The material is not low grade. It's high grade material. So you're gonna like it. If you need any modification, you can let me know. Maybe you want one of these words changed. Like if you're not a YouTuber, maybe you're a plumber, or maybe you have any other side hustle you do. That's not all you do. Lately we've been seeing an era of serial entrepreneur. People are doing many things to to keep moving, in this time where things are just going so expensive in the market. There's another update that is going to really affect the market in 2023. See, a lot of people reach out to me almost every day that, come on, bros, I want to start this thing. How do I go about it? I don't have so much money. I have just 1 million naira. And the way I'm eating the money is going down. What car can I buy to start? Next year, even from this year, the opportunity is already opening up. Most of the app company, Bolt just followed suit. Uber before now takes cars as old as 2020. I mean 2000, year 2000, 2000 upward. Why Bolt was taking just 2003 upward. But now Bolt has dropped down the bar, although it's a different category where they will accept cars as old as 1998. Yes, 1998. So if you don't have money to buy some of these cars that are currently over 2 million in the market, they are cars that you can buy for like 1 million, even 800k, depending on the condition and how you are willing to create some extra income to just, you know, fix up the car so you can, you know, hit the road and make that daily income to like sort, you know, your daily needs, you know. So 1998 cars will be accepted actively from this December all the way into 2023. So more players will come into the game. However, that category is going to be lesser priced than other categories that have currently been existing on the app in terms of both. Uber is currently running that same program where they are using smaller vehicles and charging customers less the price. You know, now next year expect a lot of people to try to, you know, cut down costs, you know, downsize, you know, do market analysis survey, and like maybe you are using an SUV this year and you are seeing that the prices of fuel is so high, the fuel is not coming by as it used to be. So this is the time to think and then downsize probably in 2023. Use something smaller, something more fuel efficient, so you can even break even while you do this, you know. And like I said, I've always said, expand your mind, expand your horizon, think of other ways to make money, you know. Do not depend on just driving in 2023. Think outside the box. There's one guy in a group, in a WhatsApp group, where I, you know, chat with them from time to time, and then the guy's account was suspended by Uber, and the guy was like, what is he going to do? Although there was a time frame to the suspension, it's just 2 weeks suspension or so, but he has been restless, he has been crying and wailing on the group. Every minute he's saying, what is he going to do? That's why I tell drivers, have more than one option. Like when I couldn't drive on Uber, I drove with InDriver. Have more than one option, you know, play your cards around. Also in terms of making money, get new skills, because this Uber driving is more like a free hustle town. Like everybody just come, grab what they can grab and go. We are trying to build a structure, but if a country as organized as United States is also having this same problem to building a structure in the Rideshare community, I don't know how it's going to be possible to be done here. Like, will people organize strikes? People don't join, you know, because there's still always one person out there that his car is still functional, that the car is still working and need money. It will go on the road, you know, and you cannot tell the person not to drive his car on the road if he refuses to join your strike, because it's independent. Everybody's independent of each other, you know. But I'm looking forward to a future where drivers can really come together and, you know, have one voice and demand for things that is rightful theirs. Drivers that drive at least 6 to 7 hours a day for at least 4 to 5 days a week deserve a medical insurance from these ride-sharing apps, even if it's not a ride-sharing, even if it's not a medical insurance that covers you and your family, but at least for the driver, you know, for the time the driver spend on the road, the weeks, you know, he spend on the road, 6 hours on the road is not easy. I know the standard time is usually 12 hours, but even that 6 hours is not easy. So a driver that would do 6 hours deserve this kind of medical cover, you know. Let him go to the hospital from time to time, even have access to mental evaluation and all other medical, you know, facilities. You know, the driver can probably take care of his own family if at least he's making money from. But him, this app companies should show some concern to the driving community, because it's just like you guys are on your own. Anyhow you do it. So next year things are going to change. If you are driving a car that is very problematic, you probably downsize. Of course, we know the Japanese cars are very convenient to fix by our technicians here. So if you are driving a Passat or a Volvo and it's been giving you some issue and you are spending so much money on that car, it's time for you to probably go for an alternative, probably like Honda. I highly recommend Honda because it's highly affordable and it's also very durable and rugged. That's the car I use. Or you can go for a smaller Toyota. It's a taxi. You don't have anybody. Are you trying to impress anybody buying a 2016 car for a knockabout job? No. So you can go for a smaller car that you can afford. If it's 1 million naira you probably don't, maybe you don't have a job, you don't have a business, you're just trying to be able to raise money to keep body and soul together while you think of ways you can generate income. Why not? You can go for a smaller Toyota Corolla 2000. If you have 1 million, you can search for that car, you see it for 1 million naira. The parts of that car is not so expensive. You can replace compressor, replace any item that is not functional, and then manage the car and build from there. People are still going to do this job, this driving job, whether you like it or not. I know there was a day I was in a gathering and somebody be like, Uber is shoeshine job. Yes, it's shoeshine job, but it keeps people going. And something I've come to learn about this Uber driving is that as you do Uber driving, and you should get yourself acquainted with the car very well. Anytime you take your car for repairs, watch what they are doing, learn what they are doing, know what they are doing, know the history of what cost what they are fixing, so that when it repeats itself, you have an idea of what to do. Because these guys that are fixing cars for people in the streets, most of them, because they are very affordable, and that is the kind of service most Nigerians use because it's affordable, they are doing more harm than good if you do not have an idea of what they are doing. Sometimes you should be able to correct them when they are doing the wrong thing. They can lose, they can tight, but you should be able to correct them unless you have a very good standard mechanic that knows what is doing 100%. If you leave your car to them, they will wreck your car and eventually wreck. Those are some of the things to expect. Like I said, you can downsize if your car is problematic, because it's not going to be rosy. The economy, the things in the market is just keep going up and up and up, and people are not going to be spending all their money on transportation. People are going to feed. So you yourself, because people are not willing to pay that much anymore for transportation, they are still willing to pay though, but not paying that much. You yourself should downsize on the machine you use in rendering that service. You know, I'm not saying you should downsize to something that will be giving you problem on the road, but at least something you know you can easily maintain. Like the shaft is not too expensive, the steering pump, all those things, all those components to replace them is not too expensive. You know, my car was giving the engine recently was overheating. I just went to the market and bought another one. Although I took soft loan, but at least I could replace the engine. You know, than buying a car that the engine alone will be 1 million naira or 800,000. If anything happens to that engine, how are you going to replace it? So have that in at the back of your mind when you are approaching 2023. If you intend to do ride sharing, or you want to, you know, venture into this business, probably by investing in fleets. I wish I had money. I'll just buy some 1990, 2000, that small old Corolla. Buy it and flood the road. How is it the same thing move is doing? That car move is doing, and that one, which one is best? Which one is better? This Alto and this Toyota Corolla, this old 2002 Toyota Corolla. So long the both platform can accept it. What are we talking about? If you have money, if you can buy like 2 of that car, 3 of that, you've started a small fleet already. Both is currently accepting that car. You don't need to put the money, the car in. Tell the driver to be remitting 40,000 in a week. You can tell the driver, remit me 30,000 in a week, or remit me 35,000 in a week. You know you have access to drive on both platforms, both Bolt and Uber, with a 2002 car. With 2002 car, you can see 2002 car for like maybe like 1 million or so. Before you know it, if you calculate 30k weekly, you are car savvy. No mechanic can swindle you. You know what's wrong with your car, when your car is faulty, when your car is not faulty. Before you know, you've expanded your fleet. So that is it. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Or the key point to take from this video: do not put all your eggs in one basket. Always remember to learn so that you can earn. You know, expand your knowledge base. I was seeing a story of a guy in that same group where he talked about he has been learning programming for a while he drives his car as an Uber driver. Now he just got a first job as a web developer. So guys, the only thing that will make you redundant is if you stop learning. So just keep learning and prepare yourself for 2023, because more opportunities is going to open up in 2023. You know, and I hope you get bigger and better opportunities out there, and all of our heart desires will come to pass and come to fulfillment in the year 2023. So guys, I hope you all stay safe out there. Peace, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be good.